Ba-bing! Can you hear the vacuum cleaner in the background? I'm in my hotel room and I tried to film a pick-a-card reading for you guys, but external surrounding events are constantly blocking me from doing my job. I guess I should be grateful for them. Maybe God just wants me to be on a holiday constantly. I hope I'll be able to still support myself. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local light worker. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading in which I'll help you find an answer to the question, are you on your person's mind? So this can be about a person that you're trying to manifest. You haven't met them yet, but you just want to see if you're sending your energy telepathically to them. Or this could be somebody you've already met. It may be a crush, it may be some sort of ex. You're just wondering if this specific person is thinking about you too. What are their thoughts? What are their feelings related to you? I'm going to help you come up with certain ideas and clues in this reading. So I pulled some cards from the Tarot of Curious Creatures, and these are the ones that I selected. I felt very drawn towards them. We have a series of kings here. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit swamped with personal readings, so I wasn't able to give you the usual 4 choices. I had to leave out the King of Water, the King of Cups. But I hope that I'll make it up for you guys this weekend once I finish some of the personal readings. I've been on a little trip, a little holiday, so that really set me back this week with the orders that I have been receiving. So thank you kindly for your patience if you booked a personal reading with me. Thank you kindly for putting up with a more restricted choice today. And thank you as well for being here, for hanging out with me, for commenting, for liking my videos, for subscribing, and for being a member of my channel. As you guys know, if you are a member, you get an extra video each week, or at least if I don't upload in a specific week, because I'm not very consistent with uploading exactly each week, you get access to a ton of new videos. I have more than 100 videos in the member section, so at least you can see all of my previous work and you have access to it. I also thank you kindly for your support. It means a lot to me, as always. Please make sure to follow me on my other channels. I have a channel about meditation and chill things. I have another channel about astrology and astrology related things, so head on over there if you're an astrology buff. And I have a baby channel. I have just created it and it's about gaming. So feel free to explore that content if you feel so inclined. But let me introduce to you the options. So for group 1, we have here this reindeer individual with some pretty awesome electric blue socks. We have the King of Pentacles, so the King of Earth. Then we have for group 2, the King of Swords. He is a very flashy dressed gentleman. I love his hairdo. And then we have the King of Wands. This gentleman deserves no introduction because he is already the superstar of the show. He introduces himself just through his sheer energy and power. So this is for you, group 3, if you feel so inclined. Okay, take a moment now to look at these cards. Let me sharpen the image and see which one pulls you in the most. And if you have made your choice, then I'm not going to keep you waiting too long. Let's jump straight into it and find out, are you on your person's mind? Group 1, hello darlings, welcome to your reading. Let's find out if you are on your person's mind. So this is a reading for those of you who were drawn to the King of Coins, represented here by a reindeer. It could be that you're dealing with a person who's a little bit stubborn, quite domineering. Maybe somebody who is like my way or the highway. Very patiently, a person that plants an idea in your head and waits for you to change your mind, while they could be rather kind of focused only on what they want to achieve. Be careful, because I see that this individual could be selfish, may try to manipulate you to do something that they want, instead of actually valuing your opinions, your own likes and dislikes, respecting your boundaries. You may want to do everything for this person because this person looks reliable, is financially stable, and you may want to benefit from this person's sense of security that they bring into your life. But you may end up trading something in this process. So that's just a little bit like the first glimpse I could get from just the initial card. But now let's see if you are actually on this person's mind. So we have here, she who becomes eterna. And the keywords are metamorphosis, transcend, and journey. Being in relationship to this person is helping you change who you thought you were. And I think that's part of the reason why you feel so attracted to this individual, because it's time for you to change your mindset in love. And this King of Pentacles, most likely a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, is helping you shift what you know about your sense of self-worth. Okay, we also have here moth spirit, like a moth to a flame, surrender now. And we have the number 39. This could be a significant number. It could be somebody's age. So your person does feel a certain amount of compulsive desire towards you. We also have here Lemuria. This is like a version of paradise. We see here creating heaven on earth is happening. Okay, so the situation is not as negative as I initially perceived it to be from my reading of the King of Coins card. We have here the Five of Pentacles, and there we go again, back into the dumps. What's going on? We have the King of Pentacles. Wow, again, but he is upside down. A materialist, a person who values things as they are physically. A person who is not able to see the soul of other people. A person who only values what they can see, what they can touch. We have the Six of Wands, not feeling victorious, not feeling aroused enough, not feeling turned on enough by the situation. Maybe because your sense of confidence and self-worth has been dwindling lately. But I think your sense of self-confidence has been on a low. I'm hearing on a historic low. Oh, sweetie, I just want to give you a hug. Don't worry, we've all been there. You can always get back up. Yeah, you can always regain your sense of confidence. I am filming this under a Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries sky. Just the conjunction between Saturn and Neptune is very difficult to handle. But the fact that these two signs are affecting the sign of confidence and charisma, Aries, could also be affecting you. Maybe you are a fire sign. It could be that you are an Aries and you're thinking about this King of Coins, who appears to be a very reliable, steady, financially secure man, but in reality he's a bit miserly. You know, he's like Scrooge, Uncle Scrooge from the Donald Duck series, you know. Just wants to take everything for himself, doesn't want to give anything back. For a good model in the media as to this King of Coins reversed energy, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is this kind of person. He created an incredibly successful company, and at the same time he's paying his employees pennies. I know because I also worked for that company as well. So, you know, no, that's not okay. If you make a lot, you should also give a lot. It shouldn't be a case of making a lot and then like cheating on people or stealing from people. Because people's times and values and souls and skills are important. Anyway, coming back to your reading and your person's feelings for you, we have the Death card here. It's kind of, I'm getting the energy of a connection that is on the brink of ending. Like you're very close to pulling the plug on the situation. There is a lot of attraction. This person fantasizes that they could have everything with you. But at the same time, I'm seeing like some arguments, some friction. Like we see here a Queen of Coins. So a perfect counterpart to our King of Coins. Yeah, we got the King of Coins twice. So his energy is so powerful. It is so powerful that it is completely taking the Queen of Coins out of her own divine feminine energy. Like you may be feeling like you can't be enough for this person. It's like you give and this person just takes and takes and is very greedy. Another negative trait, another like low vibrational representation of this King of Coins. We have here a high vibrational one and a low vibrational one, but he is high vibrational in this reindeer image only because I have selected him as a choice for you. The cards from the tarot as I shuffled, they appeared with him reversed. So you see him in this powerful, like come to daddy, loyal, stable vibe, but in reality, he is somebody that wants to use you, is quite greedy, wants to take advantage of you. And I'm really sorry to say this. I can understand if you're not taking this well, but I mean, look at these cards, right? 5 of Pentacles. This is the card of poor little me. This is the card of I am always the constant victim. I'm always on the outside looking in. I can never be included. I can never find a feeling of belonging. Why do I always lose money? Why do I always lose a sense of safety? Why can't the man that I love give me this sense of safety? What is wrong with me? Why am I never enough? You know, you could be asking yourself these questions as this person is just siphoning off your energy. It's like, I love your energy, so delicious, give me more. And you think that on the surface we look like a power couple, we are so cute in Instagram photos, we are so amazing, he dresses well, I dress well, he earns a lot of money, he gives me gifts, but emotionally, boom, it is dead. And he may say certain things that completely weaken your sense of confidence. He may criticize your looks, he may criticize your health, or make fun of your incapacity to earn money if you're struggling with that, which I find to be incredibly cruel. You know, it's like a misuse of power. If there is a power imbalance between the two of you, and I kind of see that there shouldn't be a power imbalance, right? Because both of you, there we go, we have here the Queen and the King, right? You're both on the same level, but somehow, either because you put yourself in a lower position than him in order to big up his ego, or because his ego is so overwhelming that he naturally kind of pushes you into that role. Yeah, and I feel it, like I feel something grating over here on my rib cage, right? Next to my heart and heavy on my lungs as well. So it's kind of like you're trying, you're doing your best to love this person, to value this person. On paper, it may look ideal. On paper, it could be like we could have a great relationship, we can buy a home, we can settle into this family life. But in reality, this person is miserly. They keep things away from you. They may want you to do something in order for them to give you a monthly allowance, you know. It's not just coming unconditionally, like, look, I am making a lot of money, I just want to treat you. No, it's more like I'm making a lot of money, it's my money, and you have to do something for it. And if I give you the money and you break up with me, I want the money back. You know, like, I wanted to say this expression, but it is really racist. So I'm going to abstain from saying it. But it's kind of like, I don't know how else to do it. Like, if you are American, and my nose is itching so much, oh my god. Oh my god. It's like, Spirit is giving me like a rhinoplasty. Yes, there's a specific expression in the American language that fits very well the type of person that this man is. But it is a racial slur and I cannot say it because it is disrespectful for the Native American heritage. I think that if you're American, you may have heard it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it myself because I do not want to fall into that pattern. And I do not want to insult anybody of any kind of race or ethnicity or religion. You guys know we're inclusive here on my channel. So, coming back to the cards, with the death energy here, I think this could be the key out. I feel like this relationship could be transformed if there is a genuine conversation and if you're brave enough to tell this person what hurts you and how they have been hurting you with their greed, with their weird boundaries between the two of you. Because there should be some healthy boundaries in a connection, but at the same time it's like, yeah, because that's kind of the thing, right? You're here to have the answer to the question, are you on their mind? And the question is, this person really enjoys you, enjoys your company. I would dare to say that they even have strong feelings for you, that they love you, but they love money more. And yes, that could be true. Two things can happen at the same time. I love you, group one, but I love money more. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting, okay? So if you are on this person's mind at the moment, you will never be able to overcome just how much money is on this person's mind. Like, I don't think any other person, it's not just a you problem. You're okay, you're fine, you're perfect, you know, you're okay just as you are. But being in relation to this person makes you feel less worthy. So either you can have a direct confrontation with this individual and you tell him, and I think it's a him because it's the King of Coins, but you tell this person exactly how you feel and where you've been hurt, where you feel betrayed, where you feel upset. You come up with receipts and you tell this person, look, you've criticized me here, here, and here. Why? Like, what's the point of this criticism? Do you want me to improve, to become perfect? Like, but aren't I enough just as I am? You need to have a lot of confidence and a lot of courage to do that. And even as I'm saying these things, I'm finding these blocks. Like, I can't even say the word confidence in your reading, which is a big red flag, because it means that your confidence is being eaten up by this connection. So I think the question can be turned on its head, and I would like to ask you, group one, forget about whether this person has you on their mind. Are you on your own mind? Or is your mind completely focused on the other person to the detriment of who you are? Are you forgetting yourself? Are you forgetting to take good care of yourself just because you're pining for this person's love and affection? If you feel that this person's money and the stability that you fantasize that this person can bring you, if you feel that that is the only thing that can get you to focus on yourself, it's a story that will end in tragedy. I know, it may sound exaggerated, but you guys know I like to stay honest. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull a bit more cards. I want to see if we can find the empowering nugget of wisdom. I can't even say the word empower. I can't say it. I can't say big, beautiful words to you. Group one, my love. We need to have a conversation. It's like media convinced you that you only need to be a perfectly pretty body in order to get with a rich man, and being with that rich man is going to solve all of your problems. You know, put the ring on it and that's it. Cocktails with friends for the rest of your life. And I am getting this image of, you know, Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos. Lauren Sanchez is a very beautiful woman with a lot of value to herself, but unfortunately, since she's been together with Jeff Bezos, it's been all going downhill due to the fact that she seems so obsessed with how she looks and constantly getting these surgeries. And I'm sure that she has her reasons for getting these surgeries. Getting older in front of a public is never something that a woman takes easily because society can be so cruel. But try not to see this couple as your end goal because they're far from the idea of true unconditional love and a supportive, stable person that can give you everything you need. So, in spite of the fact that there is some very strong, I would say fatal physical attraction between the two of you, I'm not getting that this connection is more than physicality, more than materialism. On the surface, it could seem like it's heaven on earth, like it's paradise. But we are missing here an important component. That's why the Scorpio card is here. That's why you got the Death and Rebirth card. And that's what I'm getting so feisty and passionate about this. Where's the soul, right? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the soul? Where is the self-love? Where is the self-value? Where is the support? Is this person backing you up? Do they have like your back in situations when you feel emotionally like a mess, you know? Or are you doing all of this crying on your own? And this person may just give you a gift or buy you a purse or something to make it feel better. There's a pattern here that you definitely need to look into because I see that you've got this phenomenal finance and business potential which you're not exploring. mostly because you believe that the King of Coins could come in and do it for you. And I know that it's more difficult to take the unsure path, the path that requires more hard work and more skills from you, but that's the path that will create so much self-confidence and self-love inside of you that you're not going to allow any King of Coins to treat you less worthy than. And I can tell you, hand on heart, I've been there, okay? Completely been there. And survived, lifted, held the tail, right? So, a deep look at yourself and at this person, and a deep look at why you feel so attracted to them. What does this person give you that nobody else can? You are on this person's mind, just to wrap up the energy. You are, definitely, mostly in a sexual way, yeah? In I really want you, I desire you in the moment. But then as soon as the uncoupling stops, this person gets back into their money grind kind of vibe. They're thinking about, I don't know, they're dreaming about the stock exchange. They're dreaming about, you know, Bitcoin, whatever, investments. That's what really gets them. I wanted to say something a bit mean, I'm sorry, but it wants to come out. That's what really gets them hard. That's what really gets them off, you know? Earning, gaining, attaining, containing. This person is very possessive. They may have some sort of, like in Freudian terms, anal retention issue there with money and what money means to them in terms of they're not being able to express their feelings, so money becomes a form of currency with which they would gain control over uncontrollable situations. But you're not there to be their therapist. There are people paid and specifically trained to deal with that. So again, I'm asking you, group 1, thank you for being so patient and listening to this reading, even though I can imagine it wasn't so easy to listen to. And I apologize if it was a bit difficult. These are the cards that you got, okay? And I'm here to let you know that it is valuable and it is important and it does make sense for you to ask yourself, am I on my mind more than this person? And if you're not, then begin exploring why not, okay? I want to give you a great big hug. I hope you can take great care of yourself and hope to see you in my next one. Maybe as the energy will change, as we're moving into Cancer season, the reading will certainly change as well. So maybe the next type of reading will be something that will be a bit more positive. But anyway, I do feel that focusing on yourself is something really positive, okay? If you want to get in touch with me for a private reading, I do offer those. And if you want more pick a card readings, follow me on Instagram as well. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hello, group 2. Hello, darlings. Let's find out if you're on your person's mind. And this is for those of you that were drawn to the eagle. I guess it could be a hawk as well, but to me this looks like an eagle. And I think it was in the card's description as well that this represents an eagle. We're dealing here with the King of Swords, a highly intelligent person. This person is very witty. Their mind functions like a computer processor. They are very progressive, open-minded, almost to a fault. Like this person entertains a lot of outrageous scenarios in their mind. They could often play the devil's advocate and side with unpopular opinions, unpopular beliefs, just because thinking for them is a game. Right? It's not something that they do just because of practicality. They enjoy thinking, they enjoy coming up with outrageous opinions, making things funny and sarcastic, not really taking a lot of the things that other people worship and hold as valuable and as sacred, not really taking those things seriously. Yeah? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, very avant-gardist, very future thinking, very obsessed with youthful kind of expressions of the self, very much into gadgets, technology, robots, AI, anything that is like new and excitable, like a fresh shiny new toy. This person could even enjoy things that are not natural looking, like they really like artificial looking things, plastic looking things, anything that can get them to think differently about reality, you know. They could be very much attracted to how you think, you know. This person doesn't really care so much about your body, as long as you're clean. You know, cleanliness is very important to air signs, but as long as you're clean, you know, you've got a great smile. They don't really care if you're a little bit underweight or overweight or what skin color you have. The more outrageous and original and the more you choose to express yourself in a very unique way, the more this person is going to find you hot and attractive. So let's find out right now, based on that initial character analysis, if you are on this person's mind. Okay, we have here Mintakan. And Mintakan is about longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, so I'm getting a really positive vibe already from this person. I kind of feel like this person makes you laugh a lot, and they have a really good sense of communication. That's what they do the best as an air sign or as an air sign influenced person. This person may not necessarily be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but they could have an ascendant in Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So I see here the badger spirit, and the keywords are be fearless and bold. So I think that because this person makes you laugh and relaxes you, and they make it seem like life is a game, you shouldn't take things too seriously, don't worry so much, don't take everything so deep and so to the heart, you know, like people are weird, so are you, like, you know, it's fine. Because of this person's lighthearted energy, I feel like they give you courage and strength and a feeling of like, yeah, I can do it. I can overcome this setback. You know, I can start again. This person really has the gift of opening up your mind, opening you up completely to the idea that, you know, we all make mistakes. We can try again. We can repair them. Tomorrow's another day. We can begin again. We can start from scratch. If we made a mistake today, don't worry. We can correct it and improve upon it tomorrow. They've got like the mind of a researcher, right? Like a laboratory experimental person, like Dexter's laboratory, right? You try until you perfect the formula, until you find a way to make the machine work, until you get that vaccine to function, right? So you shouldn't be let down so harshly by setbacks, but deal with them from this very logical framework, right? How can I fix this? What was I doing wrong? How can we improve the experiment? Okay, yeah, so this kind of approach to life has its merits, but it can also be a little bit like irritatingly superficial at times and a little bit cold-hearted. We have here she who grants wishes, A-list, and the keywords are wish, desires, and hope. Somebody's making some wishes, thinking of you. Somebody's a little bit like caught up in this daydream energy. And when I see A-list, I think of Aquarius. I also think like the energy and the vibe of a witch. Maybe you are red-haired, or your person is red-haired, or maybe you're like naturally ginger. There's something special, you know. There's something really special about you, and this person kind of sees you with like dreamy rose-colored glasses. Like you really, I feel like they don't only value the way you think, but it's also like they fantasize about being in these epic scenarios with you. You may want to have a look at the movie Romancing the Stone, the old-fashioned one, with Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas. It's a really, really fun ride, a really cool story. Yeah, I'm not gonna say more, but just go and look at it. And it's funny because, yeah, thinking about it, Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas are both born with air sign energy. She was a Gemini, and he is a Libra. I'm not sure if she's still alive. That's why I said she was. And I can't speak. It's like my mouth is constantly like moving in this direction. Does your person have a drawl? Like when they speak, do they have like, they move their mouth a lot, like meow, meow? Maybe they come from the south or from a place where you really need to relax your jaw to speak, and maybe they chew gum, or they have some sort of braces at the moment, or it could be that you're eating watching this, and I'm kind of tapping into that energy. My readings always get hijacked by these kind of elements, and it's my job to bring them up to awareness. So let's see, we have here the Magician, we have the Nine of Coins, we also have the Knight of Wands reversed. We don't like to see this guy because he's like the ultimate player. We have the Nine of Swords reversed, good. We have the Emperor reversed, bad. Thank you for coming to my tarot channel. You can now click away. I mean, good, bad, right? What kind of an interpretation is this, Jesus, Alexandra? 7 of coins, yeah? So, okay, this is a bit of a roller coaster ride. This person is thinking of you one moment, and the next moment they're thinking about the news, their radio or television set or whatever they use to listen to the news is blaring, I think 24/7 in the background. This person is constantly connected or plugged in to the latest news feed. They may also fall prey to fake news because they love information so much. It's like they don't care, they just want to absorb information from many different channels, and they could sometimes find like really made up stories, made up insights, and they may fall into believing them. Unfortunately, I see that this person, even though they think of you, they may just be a fair weather friend. Group 2, if you were expecting to marry this person and have children, this isn't really your end game. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. This is like a bus stop in between. I don't know, like when, you know, when you're like commuting with an airplane, you're trying to fly from London to Dubai and you take a quick gas refuel in Egypt. This person is your Egypt. I'm sorry, I don't have a better analogy. But yeah, I feel like, oh, some of you could be you could be in the process of separating from a spouse, or separating from a person that you spent a lot of years with, like a long-term connection. And this person is like a jump off, you know, like the first person that you have a connection with after you separated from somebody you spent a lot of time with. And usually those connections that come right after a very long, meaningful, serious relationship, they tend to be short-lived. They tend to happen mostly to give you a boost of confidence. They tend to be quite fun, but also a little bit chaotic and all over the place. It could easily turn into a friends with benefits situation that you will keep having for a couple of months as you heal. Don't worry, I've been there as well. I used to be married, I got divorced, and I kind of had to exercise whatever pent-up anger I had for my ex through a series of meaningless, short-lived relationships. But then you stop and, you know, like your soul comes back into your body and you understand that, hey, maybe I do want something different. Maybe I can begin again and feel loved and love another person and have another long-term relationship. And it's so pretty because you see Noah, my tomcat, just decided to join us. Yeah, he's lifted his ears. So listen to your heart. Listen to what you feel you already know about this person, because I feel like you know the answer to this question. You're just clicking on this reading because you need like a confirmation. You just wanted to hang out with me and talk about relationships, and I'm more than happy to do this with you. So I feel like you already know that this relationship is not really going to hit the long haul, right? This is more of a short term flight, right? This is not Lufthansa, this is Wizz Air. And it's okay, it gets you where you need to go. You know, you shouldn't necessarily mock it or make fun of it. But yeah, it's definitely not, you know, a solid airline. Oh gosh, I feel a little bit bad. I don't know, I'm sorry, but I was so excited about doing these readings for you guys. I'm gonna pull a bit more cards for you just to see what's going on here. Because on one hand, I am getting this beautiful energy, right? I got it with group 1 as well. There is this magic. There is this wish fulfillment. There is this feeling that we could dream new worlds into being. There is potential here to fall in love head over heels. And then it's kind of like the tarot is showing us like really harsh truths, like pummeling us on the head with a club, being like, what are you doing? Wake up, you know? And I do believe this is the energy of this very difficult Saturn conjunct Neptune energy that we have in the skies at the moment. There are a number of other planetary squares. We are actually under an astrological configuration at the moment that is the configuration of great wars. Before the Second World War, we had a lot of squares between the planets, and we kind of have some similar squares at the moment in the sky. Don't worry, it's only going to last for a couple of months. It's not going to be years. But just so you know, this is why tensions are high and rising. And this is why we're seeing so many conflicts and so much horror in the media, in the news, yeah? But coming back to your reading, because I guess you're here to escape that kind of world, we have here the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles. She appeared in Group 1's reading. The plot thickens because I'm getting a feeling that you may, after this relationship with this King of Swords, I mean, you know it's short-lived, you know, you feel it. I'm just giving you the confirmation that, yeah, this is a short-lived attraction. You are on this person's mind, but so are a variety of other things that keep distracting their attention from you, yeah? And this is definitely not a spouse. I have something in my teeth. Like not being able to speak, something blocking speech. Maybe you want me to shut up and not say anything because it hurts. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna stop talking about this. Reversed Emperor and reversed Knight of Wands. What I see coming up is that you may go through a period in which you may switch your romantic interest. You could decide to be bi for a while, and you may decide to jump into a connection with a member of the same sex as the one that you are. So if you are biologically a woman, you could choose to jump into a connection with another woman. If you're biologically a man, you could jump into a connection with another man. You're not really gonna fully commit to this new identity. It's not like you're going to declare to everybody, I am now homosexual or I am now lesbian. No, I think it's just gonna be for temporarily, just to try out something different, just to feel a different kind of energy, to experiment a little bit. But I have the feeling that first of all, this person is gonna heal you, so it's a really good relationship for you to try out. And second of all, it's going to help you understand just how valuable you are on an emotional level, because this person, and that's the final thing I'm gonna say about him, this person doesn't really value your feelings. As I said, they tend to be more rational, more sarcastic, and you need this lighthearted energy, but not for long. You will, once you get over separation or other issues that you are encountering at home with your family that are getting you to close your heart temporarily, you will reopen your heart, start a connection with a woman. I see here an earth sign woman that is low vibrational, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn woman who could be a little bit depressed, a little bit down on her luck with money. She could be very focused on making money. She could be a little bit like having some toxic habits that really interfere with her health, like maybe she's drinking too much or smoking too much. And I see here a high vibrational water sign woman, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a motherly presence, a spiritual individual. But I don't know why, because I didn't have this and I didn't eat anything in between the readings. I am getting a small irritation, like there's something stuck in between my teeth. And this is an indication that it may be very hard to communicate with this person outside of the bedroom, right? So it could be that you will decide to go back and try out a different connection with a member of the opposite sex. I feel like you're in a really exploratory phase, Group 2, and you shouldn't be hard on yourself. Just go out into the world, meet, love, make love, try out different things. Just don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to get married and have children if it's not the right time in your life. You're healing, you're discovering new aspects about yourself. You may be feeling confused, you may be in a process of splitting. You know, you're splitting your mind from your feelings because it helps us cope with intensity sometimes. And I feel like you are intelligent and resourceful and aware enough to not continue into the split state for too long, because it will end up affecting your mental health, and I'm sure that you're aware of this. And you will go back to how you were, with fresh insight, fresh wisdom, and I feel like with more courage, because we did get the badger here, right? So I see here light worker energy. You are a light worker. You are able to transform dark energies, dark feelings, a dark past into light, into peace, into tranquility and emotional nourishment and creativity and fun and love. Yeah, so be bold, try out different things, experiment for a while, go a little bit amok, you know, and then you will come back into your own energy and you will be able to re-peace yourself. Your relationship to yourself is going to change in the most possible way. Wow, I've chosen just like the title. I thought it's going to be a fun, lighthearted reading, and I'm ending up giving like a whole therapy session here. But I feel like you guys may need it, and I'm more than happy to offer this to you. If you want to get in touch with me for a personal reading, I can look specifically at the details of your life and your energy and your relationships. I do offer those at the moment, so please feel free to write me an email. If this is where I leave you, then just a quick reminder that I have another number of pick-a-card readings on my Instagram. They're easily accessible. You can watch them. They're pretty fun. So go over there and follow me. I would really appreciate it. Okay, group 2. Be bold and fearless, and don't be ashamed to experiment. I'll see you in my next one. Ciao. Group 3. Hello, darlings. I have to say that I was just standing very upright, and then I took this position like this, like I wanted to make myself small to fit into the frame. So I'm kind of getting a feeling that you could be bending in this connection. You could be making yourself small in order to make this King of Wands feel bigger, important, better. We're dealing here either with a Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. And this is for you, group 3, if you are drawn towards this card. This is an individual that can be incredibly charismatic, sexy, fun, a natural born performer. But this person could also be selfish, always doing what they want and not really respecting your likes or dislikes or what you want to do. This person could be very self-obsessed, right? It's all about them, their ideas, their upbringing, their childhood. It's very little about you. You're like almost a support figure in this person's life. At the same time, the King of Wands, I have to give them some, you know, a good energy, because we are dealing here with somebody that's high vibrational. So this is an individual that will fight for what is right. This is a very brave, bold person that can crack you up. Like, this person can really give you some memorable moments, a lot of humor, laughter, a feeling of protection. This person is great at partying and making every moment count. Like, they're very present, they're very physical. And I believe that this person can also make you feel like you're very special somehow. You're very unique, you stand out, you're like a performer on stage. And this person loves to be by your side, making you feel like this. This person could also get easily angry when things don't go their way, or when they feel like you're not paying them sufficient attention. Let's see what the cards have to say following this characteristic. So, are you on this person's mind? 9 of Cups. They once felt like you were their wish come true, but now something happened and they feel like somehow this energy has left them. The Chariot. I feel like they do want to continue to see you, to date you, to get to know you. On some level, they believe that they will be successful with you, that they've got you. This person feels like they won you over already. And it may be that this... okay. Okay. Group 3. This person believed that you were a challenge to be had. And now that they are feeling that, oh, it was meant to be together and I finally got you, like their enthusiasm has suddenly waned. Maybe that's why you're here, because you're feeling that and you're wondering, what's going on? What have I done? You've done nothing, okay? And that's the whole point. This person is now going to want to do more in this connection with you, so that they can be reminded of why were they so attracted to you in the first place. Here, the issue with fire signs is that they can sometimes see you as a goal in itself. Like, I want to be with this person because I want to prove myself that I can be that person. I'm the best and you want to be with me too. And I'm going to convince you of that. But when they get you, things could suddenly turn very boring or very weird between the two of you because you no longer represent a challenge. They've proven themselves, and now what? How are they going to use that fire? So they may start arguing with you, although I don't see the energy of argument, so I'm not going to jinx it. Let's see. No! 7 of Wands, blocked. I feel like this person is thinking about giving up, but I mean, you couldn't get two more contradictory energies at the same time. The Chariot is about moving forward with confidence and with a plan and the belief and faith that everything is going to work out. But then we got the 7 of Wands, which is about, I'm giving up. I no longer want to put up a fight. I'm not going to invest any of my energy into this. My energy is gone. They could be tired, but not because of you, but because of something else in their life that is not working out. Let's see, what is that? 8 of Wands. It's only temporary. This lack of energy, this feeling of being distracted is temporary. I think that some of you are going to see this reading in the future when there will be a Mars retrograde. Comment down below if you're from the future. If you're from the future, Terminator 2 style, comment down below and just let the whole collective, not just me, know, hey, I'm here and I'm watching this, 2 or 3 months down the line. This is a Mars in retrograde period. Although it could be actually more than that, more than 2 years, because Mars retrogrades usually happen once every 2 years. And we just came out of one in 2024. So a very strong energy of, I'm feeling like I'm disappointed, and then everything is picking up and I can't speak anymore. Oh my God. What is going on? Like my voice was completely absorbed by my throat. Okay, something weird happened there. It's like we flipped the timelines because I was speaking about the future. Okay, let me just ground myself in the present. It was the weirdest thing, like a sharp pain inside of my neck. Okay. Thank God for coffee. So, we also have here the Queen of Cups. That's interesting because group 2 got it. It's suspicious. We have the Wheel of Fortune blocked. Yeah, I am getting the feeling it may be something temporary. It's like this person is temporarily losing interest in you, but it's not going to last for long. It's like at the moment they have a source of stress in their life that is making them not be able to focus on you. You are this incredibly beautiful person. They see you, the Queen of Cups is like she's like the ultimate mother, the ultimate partner. She's caring, she's giving, she's selfless, she's creative, she's understanding, she's forgiving. This is how this person sees you. Okay, group 3, you're the bee's knees. Especially if you're a Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, it's like right on the money. But the Wheel of Fortune, this is Sagittarius energy blocked, Jupiter energy tempered. Now is not the right time for this connection. I'm thinking of Normal People by Sally Rooney. Yeah. It's kind of like you both have a lot more to experiment. Maybe this is kind of like puppy love or like a summer fling, and you both got really excited. You both felt like, wow, this is a wish come true. This person really, really cares for you, but it's like they don't have the energy right now to focus on you, to invest in you. And it's because there's also something fated that is blocking them from being with you. Like, on one hand, we have the Chariot here and the 8 of Wands. I really want to be with you. I want to make this connection work. This is what this person's internal dialogue sounds like. But then it's like, but how am I going to make this connection work when I feel like everything stands against me and you are this incredibly beautiful person? Oh, they are also afraid of getting you pregnant before you are ready. Okay, so that's interesting. I very rarely get this kind of vibe. So they are afraid of kind of like getting together with you, promising you the world, getting you pregnant, and then not being able to provide for the family because they don't have enough money or they don't have the energy to do two things at the same time. Maybe this person needs to study and work and they don't really have the energy for a connection, especially not for a connection that comes with the additional responsibility of having a child. So it's not the right time. The Wheel of Fortune, your chance to be with this person has locked. It's temporarily blocked. You know, it's like you shall not pass. Not now. You turn, go around, avoid this area for the time being. I do want to help you, yeah? So, in the name of the Mother, Maiden, Crone, let's try to unblock this energy a little bit. I haven't been doing some unblocking for a while now, but I kind of want this connection to work out as much as you want it to work out. I feel like you guys can be very happy. I feel like this is a good person for you, in spite of the fact that, you know, the King of Wands can be somebody quite selfish and self-obsessed, as I said at the beginning. But there is something very protective and endearing about this person as well. I mean, we're human beings. We have flaws as well. Nobody's perfect, right? So the oracle cards are She Who Thrives, Orchid, and the keywords are flourish, prosper, and blossom. We have here boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Oh, I see now why the Wheel of Fortune was blocked. Okay, we have number 29, Giraffe Spirit. See the big picture. If this connection is not working out, group 3, and this may be something difficult for you to hear, but it's so important that you understand. Not everything that we want is good for us, even if the person may be good. But having this connection and having a child by the man that you love is not good for you at the moment. You've got a lot of wealth coming in. You've got a lot of abundance. There will be opportunities for you to study abroad or to work for a really important company, to get a really good role. And you need to do this because of the debt that you have to pay back to society. You have to do it through your work, through whatever you study, through your managerial position, through how you handle wealth. It could be that money from your family is coming into your bank account and you have to learn how to manage that wealth. And you need to do this. It's part of your karma. Wealth management. Your person, on the other hand, has other things to focus on. And being together with them is not going to be good for you fulfilling this wealth-related karma. You may want to have a look at my previous pick a card reading in which I described what specific type of karma you have. You could have symbolic karma. So I see here with boundaries, it's like for your own good, the divide is separating you. And even though this person is indeed thinking of you and you are on their mind in a very serious way, there also are a lot of fears around this person's thinking of you, which are placed there in order for this connection to cool off a little bit. Because now is not the right time for you to focus on staying small, like I began the reading with trying to fit into the frame. You're trying to stay small, you're trying to stay familiar, local. You may be trying to fulfill the fantasies of your parents. Maybe your parents are thinking, oh, you know, it would be so great if we have a grandchild. They can wait. They can wait because you've got a bigger fish to fry. Yeah, there's something really big coming into your life. There's something that will come with a lot of responsibility. Like, for example, you may need to work for an organization that rescues refugees, or you may be involved in some sort of political or medical project that could really help a lot of people gain access to resources, or you will be given a sum of money and you may need to do research on behalf of a company or on behalf of an institution, a university, and that could lead towards something potentially groundbreaking. And as much as you may want to be loved and to love and to have like the traditional lifestyle, you know, with marriage and a baby carriage, I mean, you can explore this connection for the beautiful desire that you both have for each other. There is an undeniable physical attraction here, and like a lot of fertility, that's the issue, you know. So if you do the hanky-panky with this person, which I see that you're very drawn towards, go for it, but please use protection, like a lot, because surprise pregnancy could be in the cards for you, and then it's not like it will be something bad, but it will really cut you off from a part of your destiny that has to deal with wealth management, prosperity, abundance. Opportunities that you may not even think about right now are pouring into your life. And it's not that you should cut contact with this King of Wands. You should just put this connection on pause while they may be thinking of you. As I said, they do have this energy of, I want to give this up because for the time being, I don't see that this is working out. It's like your person is very intuitive and they already know that they're holding you back. They're holding you back. So they are going to give you the freedom to make a choice in this connection. And I see that you would be wise to choose yourself and your study, career, skills, work, profession, because you stand a good chance of reaching a lot of success as long as you maintain appropriate boundaries. Yes, it may be a period of hard work. It may be a couple of years in which you have to really put the nose to the grindstone. But if you do it now, you're not going to have a really terrible midlife crisis. And you're not going to struggle with stress and somatic symptoms later on the line when you will have to deal with the regret of not having taken this opportunity. Whew. Okay, I'm going to end the reading here. It's really hot in my room as well. I hope that you can take good care of yourself. Your person does have you on their mind, but it's bittersweet, right? It's like, you were my wish come true, but at the same time, I know that I have to leave you so that you can do the work that I know you're capable of, you know? Other people need you more than this person loving you at the moment. And it's not the end of the story. This is definitely just the beginning. Right? You just are gonna be on a pause with this person. No, not the Rachel and Ross from Friends kind of pause, you know, but a really important career pause. And don't worry, because I feel like when you guys will come back, there will be a completely different energy between the two of you, and the attraction will still be there, you know. We never lose the astrological energy that we have with a certain person. It just gets changed by the transits of the planets. Yeah, but if you guys were meant to be soulmates, you're meant to be soulmates, you know. That doesn't change no matter what you do. I hope that on this hopeful note, Group 3, I'm gonna leave you here. I hope that you take great care of yourself, you manifest wonderful opportunities for yourself, and I hope to see you in my next one. I really pray that the next one is gonna be more positive and more loving, because we got some really interesting messages in today's pick a card reading. But we get what we need to know, right? So I humbly oblige with that. See you in my next one. Ciao.